Hello everyone, welcome to Student Camp. Myself Fidmai. Here in this video, we will find a trick to remember or memorize the Maxwell relations. In the chapter of thermodynamics, a very important topic is the Maxwell relations. We cannot by heart each and every equation and we can't remember it too. So in this video, we will find a superb trick to derive each of the Maxwell relations. So here are three boxes, and in these boxes we will try to derive each and every relation using a Maxwell trick, that is a Maxwell square. We are going to use a Maxwell square box so that we can solve the questions very easily. And at the end of this video, we must be able to solve every question related to this Maxwell relations. So let's start our video with this first box. Now using this Maxwell square, we will be deriving many Maxwell relations. So before that, you have to remember only this table. So here SPVT, Satya Prakash, very talented, and HGAU, Hey God AU. So you can have your own trick to remember this table itself, and only with this table we can derive many Maxwell relations. Now HGAU, this HGAU are thermodynamic potentials and SPVT are thermodynamic variables. So you have to remember one more thing, that when we are deriving these relations, when the arrow is away we will get a positive charge, and when the arrow is near we will get the negative charge. And now we will be deriving this box first. Here we are deriving thermodynamic potentials using thermodynamic variables. So let's derive them. Now take DH. Take everything in the form of differential manner. Means DH. You have to take DH, which is equal to, the H is between S and P. So write ds and dp. Now here S is moving towards T. So write T. As the arrow is away, it is positive charge. And in dp case, the arrow is towards V. We will write V, and in P the arrow is moving away, again positive charge. This is our first relation. And now we will be deriving for G. Write dg, which will be equal to, it is in between P and T. So dp and write dt. Now here in dp case, the P is moving towards V. So we will write here V. As the arrow is going away from the P, the charge will be remaining positive. Here towards T, S is coming. So we will write S, and remember the arrow is towards the T. So when the arrow is coming near, we will be writing negative charge. This is our second relation. And the third relation is for A. dA will be equal to, it is in between V and T. So write dV, write dV. Here the arrow is coming from P. So we'll write P, and the arrow is near to the V. So we'll be writing with negative charge. And in dt, the arrow is coming from S. So the arrow is coming near to T. So again the negative charge. This will be our third equation. And in the fourth, we will be writing for du. U is in between S and V. Write ds, write dv, and check the arrows. The S is moving towards T. So T, as it is away from S, will be indicating with positive charge. In case of dv, the arrow is coming from P and it is towards V, so it is the negative charge. This is our fourth relation. So now we have derived this box. And now next we will be deriving this box. And you can derive this box from these relations, or you can directly derive from this Maxwell square. Now we will see it further. These are the Maxwell relations which we have derived using our Maxwell square. Now with this, we will be deriving other set of equations. So in each of the equation we have to consider two cases. Let's see what are they. Here in case 1, we will be taking ds is equals to 0. So when we make ds is equal to 0, the entire term of tds will be equal to 0. Then dh will be equal to v dp. Then dh by dp is equals to V. See, this is at constant S. Why we are taking S as constant? Because ds means the change in S is equal to 0. So that S will be constant. Now in case 2, we will be taking dp is equals to 0. Now entire term of VDP will be equal to 0. Then dH is equals to T ds. Now dH by ds at constant P will be equal to T. These are the two equations which we'll get from this relation. Now let us consider the next relation. In this case, here case 1, we will be taking dp is equals to 0. Then the dg will be equal to minus of s dt. So dg by dt, now at constant what? P will be equal to minus of s. Let us consider this as 3. In case 2 of this equation, dt will be equal to 0. Then dg will be equal to v dp. Now dg by dp at constant what? T will be equal to v. This will be equation 4. Now coming to this Maxwell relation, here in case 1, consider PV equal to 0. Now dA will be equal to minus of s dt. Then dA by dt at constant v will be equal to minus of s. And in case 2, take dt is equals to 0, then entire term of s dt will be equal to 0, then dA will be equal to minus of pdv, then dA by dv will be equal to minus of p. This will be equation number 5 and this will be equation number 6. And coming to the last relation, here in case 1, take ds is equal to 0, then du will be equal to minus of pdv. We should concentrate on this signs also, as these are very important. Now du by dv at constant s will be equal to minus of p. This will be equation number 7. And in case 2, we will be taking dv is equals to 0, then du will be equal to T ds and du by ds at constant v will be equal to T. This is our equation number 8. So in this case, we have got 8 relations all over. So but each of the variable has 2 equations. For example, let's see. Here v has this relation and v has this relation. So we can write v is equals to dh by dp at constant s, which will be equal to dg by dp at constant t. As one of the variable v has 2 relations, we can equate them. We'll get the new relation, right? In the same manner, we have to do for all the variables. Let us take for t. Here for t, here there is one relation and there is another relation over here. Then the t will be equal to what? dh by ds p, and another value for t is derived from this equation. Then this will be equal to du by ds p. And now we have completed volume and temperature term, and let's take s. See here, the s is in the term of minus of s. Let's take minus of s. In both cases, s is in the minus form, so we can take directly. So now it will be dg by dtp, which will be equal to dA by dtv. Now the left one is p. For p, we have here p will be equal to, again the minus p we should take, dA by dv at constant v, which will be equal to du by dv at constant s. Now, as I told you in the starting of this video, we have derived this table number 2 also. So to derive that, again take the Maxwell square box and let's derive them. Now take ds. Here we have ds, we have dv. So the relation would become ds by, you should come like this, dv. So you should consider first term. This first term, the opposite to this is temperature. Here it will be T. As the arrow is moving away from the S, we will be taking it as positive only, which will be equal to, as this side we have taken in a downward arrow manner, and the same we will be taking this side. So dp by dt. Again the opposite towards P is V. So again it's away from P, so we will be taking it as V. This will be one of our relation, both in a downward manner. Now take reverse of that. Go in upward manner from V to S. Take dV by ds at constant P, but in this case the arrow is towards V, so we'll get negative charge over here, which will be equal to, again go upward from here. So dt by dp at constant what? S. Again the arrow is towards the temperature, so again take the negative charge. That's our second relation. Our third relation will be now from here to here. Then ds by dp at constant T. As the opposite towards S is T and the arrow is moving away from S, it will be positive, which will be equal to, take from here to here, then dv by dt at constant what? P. As the arrow is towards V, we will be taking negative 1. And again reverse form, we should come from P to S. Now dp by ds at constant V. The variable opposite to P is V, so we will be taking V. As arrow is toward away from the P, it will be positive, which will be equal to, again come from this side to this side, then it will be dt by dv at constant what? S. As arrow is towards T, it will be negative. And this is our third table which we have derived using our Maxwell square. Now let us see some questions. Here one series question number 58. This is a question of CUSET 2019. Here it was asked to find the Maxwell relation. Then we will simply draw our Maxwell square. Let's check out the options. Now here dt by dv. So in this way it is there. So we'll write our equation over here. dt by dv at constant s, but the arrow is towards the T, so it should be negative. And so in the same manner, to get our relation, we should go from this side. Now dp by ds at constant V, it will be positive as it is away from the V, but we can write this in this form also. We can remove negative charge from here and we can add our negative charge in this case. So when we check this option, this is the correct option. The option would be this one. The first will be the correct option. And let us see some more questions. Here we should find out the correct thermodynamic relation. So we have derived earlier that in this relation only we have check out, right? For variables we have different values. Now we have to check the correct thermodynamic relation. We have derived this table using our Maxwell square only, so we are not going to derive again. So let's check cross check the values. So when we check the values, the dp value is over here. Again the first option would be the correct one. du by dv at constant S will be equal to minus of P. Now let us see the next question. The value of ds by dpt will be equal to what? So here the arrow is going in this manner. So to get the relation, the arrow here should also go in this manner. Now ds by dpt will be equal to dv by dt at constant pressure, and the arrow is towards the V, so we'll get the negative charge. So now let us check out the options. The answer will be C, dv by dt P, negative charge. And this is the end of today's session. If you like the session, please give a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe our channel Student Chem and hit the bell icon to get notified. Thank you.